Hello and welcome to the HR Data Labs Brown Bag Lunch sponsored by Salary.com. How are you? My name is David Turetsky. I am the host of the HR Data Labs Brown Bag Lunch, and I am so excited to be here today. Just before we get started, I wanted to talk a little bit about the things that are on my mind before we get to our guest. So this has been a pretty rough period for HR people. I mean, it's been a pretty rough period for a lot of people with the changes that are happening now at breakneck pace. It's a little bit easy to get lost in the malaise that is. Hey, William, how are you? I was just going through a preamble of what my thought was and what's going on in the world today.
Oh, well, let's start with tariffs. Let's do something really easy. I mean, we're going to do it. Let's go.
I was just going to, let me just finish one thought, and then I want to dive in and give you your chance to introduce yourself.
Yeah.
My thought was, remember what it was like at the beginning of COVID, and you're going to have to dig down for some of that strength and intestinal fortitude to be able to bring back some of that, because we're going to be hitting, like we already have, some breakneck change in the world. And all of you are going to have to do your best to have that brave face on right now. So anyways,
well,
that's the stuff that's on my mind, but I know we want to hear from the provocateur.
Yeah.
The man, the myth,
there's
the
a
legend,
lingerie company called
Dr.
Agent
William Tincup.
Provocateur. Not to be confused with the lingerie company. Although
is there really?
Yeah, Agent Provocateur is there's a lingerie brand.
I thought you were going to say Tincup was a
there
lingerie
is.
company. I was going to say congratulations. That's amazing.
I wouldn't be on this call. There's a Tincup whiskey, which is a dry rye.
No way.
Oh yeah. No, go down your bourbon aisle, and it's dry rye. It's good.
Really?
It's out of Colorado.
Oh, okay.
But
I imagine having a name like Tincup.
Oh yeah.
There's a ton of things. I mean, golf maybe.
My brothers just sent me a photo of a liquor store on the other side of Waco. It's called Tincup Liquors. I'm like, I could get behind that.
There you go. You got to go in and get a T-shirt.
100%. Why not?
Did he send you a T-shirt?
No, they haven't yet. They just saw it today. Send me a photo of it. I'm like, oh, I'm definitely doing that bit. Amy Mosher at iSolved said something to me. This is March, maybe April of COVID 20. And she said, Will, everything's on the table. Everything's on the table. The way that we've done things before, it's radical flexibility.
Oh my God, yeah.
And so she said our succession plan, our comp plan, or, just went through the whole, she's CHRO. She went through everything. She goes, everything's on the table. Whatever we thought was sacred, throw it out. Yeah. And I think with AI, Gen AI, Agentic AI, and all the things, the advancements that are going on technology-wise around us, I think we have to think like that. Like nothing, write in pencil.
Right.
Don't write in pen, because you're gonna have to figure a way to white it out and start over. So
well, I mean, think of it as an apex moment, right? Yeah. A transition between, like the internet was before and after. How did you do stuff before and after? Well, computers. Yeah. Before and after.
Yeah. In Dallas, they had a company called Mapsco, and they'd print out these spiral binders of all the maps of Dallas and Fort Worth. And so you'd look up the little place, the street or whatever you need to go, and you turn to the page. And it's okay, now I know where that is. It's like that, 98 to now. It's like, okay, I just go into Google Maps and type in the address.
but what's fascinating about that example is there are still people who go to AAA or Triptych, despite the fact
100%.
You could get so much more real-time data.
Oh yeah.
By going to Waze, Google Maps, Apple Maps, MapQuest.
Oh yeah, MapQuest, Yahoo Maps. Big fan.
Yeah.
Big fan of the Yahoo Maps. My mom and dad went through a period after my dad retired where they would plan a trip. So it was usually in the summers. They'd plan a trip. So we're going to go to Nova Scotia. Done. And the deal was they couldn't take interstates.
Wow.
couldn't get on interstate. That was the deal that they made with each other, just so like let's get off. The interstates are all the same. Doesn't matter. Let's get off the interstates and actually travel and see the United States, or see, like they drove through Canada and did all kinds of crazy stuff.
Well, they can't do that now.
No. Well, I mean, the 51st state deal was kind of funny for about 3 seconds, and then largely not funny after that.
Right.
But they would not set, like they didn't set their hotel schedule.
That's great.
So they just drive until they're like, this looks like a cool little town. Get a room.
Have you ever gone on Route 1 that goes up the East Coast?
Oh yeah.
All the way to Maine?
Oh yeah,
I've done that. Maine.
On the West Coast as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah. The Pacific Coast Highway.
Yeah,
PCH. I've been from Seattle down to Baja.
I didn't go that far. I went up into the wine country, I think, on PCH.
Once you get to that place, you're like, oh, Sonoma.
I'm done.
Napa and Sonoma are over there?
Yeah,
I think we've seen everything here that we need to see.
Exactly. Yeah. And there's the wine tastings, By the way, this is at the time where Behringer had their wine tastings for shareholders, and I forget the other one that I was a shareholder of, but you'd go in Mondavi. I went into the Mondavi winery.
I know that winery.
Beautiful building.
Oh yeah.
And you walk in and you go, "Hey, I'm a shareholder," and they go, "That's nice. Go here."
Mm-hmm. My thing for years. After about the fourth winery, because we'd stay at a bed and breakfast. We'd always do our corporate retreats out there. We'd stay in a bed and breakfast. And for me, after about the fourth winery, everything was fabulous. Everything was awesome. Didn't matter, cake bread, whatever you were. It's like, oh my God, this is the best wine I've ever had in my mouth. I'm going to order 3 cases.
And that's how your wine cellar got stocked.
Well, and then all of a sudden they show up. And my wife would be like, "Hey, what's up with the case of wine?" I'm like, and I did the same thing when I was in Chile. When we went from Santiago down to Valparaiso, it's wine country on both sides. It's basically Sonoma and Napa together, all the way down. Wow. And so we just stopped, and we didn't know the brands or any of that stuff. We just stopped and say, "Yeah, let's do a tasting." And they just roll out a whole tasting, food, the whole bit. I'm like, but I did get smart. This is before Lyft and Uber, but in Napa and Sonoma, I hired a limo driver.
There you go.
To pick me up at San Francisco Airport, drive me out, and then stay with me for the weekend.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Like, because I know myself, after about that 4th, 5th one, I'm like, I don't need to be driving.
Well, but then you're supposed to actually spit it out. You're not supposed to swallow the wine.
Oh, no, I know. Dude, I didn't get that memo. That's the problem, is I didn't get that memo. I'm like, I would just go from port all the way across. I'm like, I like this.
I was a driver, so I always spit it out. But so before we get started, like we have already gotten started, but we ask, what's the last thing you did for the first time to each one of our guests on the Brown Bag Lunch?
The last thing I did for the first time.
Yes.
Can it be something I'm doing now?
You could, yeah, sure.
I'm painting on chemistry slides, so glass.
Wow.
So I've painted on clear surfaces before, but not glass. I've never painted on glass. Like when I tell people,
it's a great surface.
When I tell people my museum to me is floor to ceiling, it literally is floor to ceiling.
That's beautiful, dude.
But I've never painted on glass. I painted on vellum, which is clearer.
Yeah.
But never glass. And so I was in one of the craft stores, and I was just over in the craft aisle, and I saw the slides. I'm like, I think I can do something with that. So I bought a bunch of them, and they're the ones that we used in chemistry or biology back in the day. So they're little bitty slides.
Yeah.
And I'm going to make a mosaic out of it, different styles and different colors and all that type of stuff. So eventually it'll kind of come together.
And it'll look something like that behind you.
Right.
That would be amazing.
That right there, that was a study, fascinating for me, no one else, of course. But I'd always, you and I fly a lot. So you look down, especially when you're over some of the rural areas, and it looks like patch,
Oh, yeah.
different crops, all that stuff. So I went on to Google, and I basically said, give me an aerial photo of a, rural place.
Right.
I went through, printed one out, and that's it.
Wow,
So the
that's
white
cool.
are the roads, country roads, and all those boxes are crops.
That is so cool.
And so I'm like, I'm an abstractionist, so that's how I deal with
That
society
is really neat.
and other things. So basically, that is the kind of, you're looking out over the window of your plane, you're looking down and trying to make sense of all of it.
Wow.
And so that was my way to make sense of that.
I should get you a drone, and I'm being serious. No. If you take a drone up high enough, it wouldn't be like where we were flying, 35,000 feet.
Right.
But if you go up high enough, you would be able to get some really cool pictures.
I would love that.
Yeah,
I would love that.
Really neat.
I don't know if this is outside of Texas, if it's a thing or not, but like if you're on a country road, we call them farm to market roads. If you're on a farm to market road and it curves, like you come up to a place, it goes to the left and it goes back to that's actually, they couldn't get the landowner to let the road go straight.
The right of way.
To get the right of way. This is before all that stuff. And so that's why those roads are all this crooked stuff. You're like, shouldn't this be a straight line? Like, who planned this?
Some stubborn jerk didn't let them.
That's exactly right. Some farmer was like, hey, man, we're in the middle of corn.
Dude, I need that quarter acre right there. I don't know what you're thinking. It's my best quarter acre.
And now they'll pay. I mean, now this is going back a couple hundred years, but now they'll pay. They'll be like, hey, we want to run this road right here. It's like, all right, well, I can make that work for you.
Oy vey. But now that we've gotten that out of the way,
painting on glass.
What is on your mind in the world of HR and TA?
Before we move on, I need to let you know about my friend Mark Pfeffer and his show, People Tech. If you're looking for the latest on product development, marketing, funding, big deals happening in talent acquisition, HR, HCM, that's the show you need to listen to. Go to the Work Defined Network, search up People Tech, Mark Pfeffer. You can find him anywhere.
Right now, top of mind is AI adoption. So I went through a phase of my career where I studied user adoption. So, okay, let's say salary.com has an enterprise comp play. You sell it, which is great, bell rings, all that stuff. How do you get people to use it?
Yeah.
So I studied that for about 5 years and kind of got really good at really understanding kind of the levers to pull on how to get people to use it.
Right.
And it's kind of a confluence of education, training, communications, and change management. Kind of, you put these things together, and a whole lot of it is training, so that you know that the person understands certification, stuff like that. You can get to that place throwing in rewards and recognition and putting some kind of gamified type stuff. Like, you can get people to adopt software. You can, I say manipulate, that's more orchestrate. You can orchestrate getting people to use software.
Right.
I haven't seen anyone great yet. There will be yet at AI adoption and getting people to do the same thing.
Yeah.
But now, like, okay, with AI, agentic and Gen AI, like, how do we get them to use it? And then, and again, kind of make the company better, make themselves better, retrain, get new skills, all that good stuff.
Let me give you an example from my perspective, which is that I've tried using Gen AI for research. I've tried Gen AI for helping me as a tool with some of the projects that I've done.
Right.
And I found, because I'm not smart enough or I'm not good enough as a prompt writer yet, that it gets very frustrating. So I put it on the shelf.
Right.
So I go do my work.
Right.
And then I come up with a use case that I think might be useful for either for Gen AI or, well, for Gen AI.
Right.
And then I go back to the engine again. I test the theory that I had, and I start to actually dive deeper into the prompts that I was trying to and failed at.
I got 2 hacks for you. So what are you using primarily? Is it ChatGPT?
1Min AI,
1Min,
which is
okay.
a consolidator.
Yeah. So first thing is you prompt. It doesn't really kind of give you the way things that you want. You go do it. That's fine. Then you go back to it and upload your results.
Really?
This is what I did. This is what the original prompt was. This was the final output. It then learns.
Really?
Secondly, is when you prompt and you say, hey, I've got to do this type of analysis, blah, 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 blah. I'm struggling with this. Can you do this? And it does maybe 80% of what you wanted, and you still kind of not quite there. I got to go and manually do some stuff. Ask it always at the end, what prompt should I have used?
Oh, interesting.
And it will tell you.
But is this one long string, William, or is this kind of iterative? One after the other?
Iterative. Okay. Oh, absolutely. So you
found
start with something, and then it gives it to you. You're like, okay, that's cool, but I need 100 companies. Okay. Then it comes back, it gives you 100 companies. Yeah, but I need them to not have seed funding, not have any funding.
Oh, interesting.
And so you kind of do that iteration. You kind of get them. Now I need the websites. Now I need the CEOs' emails. Like
interesting.
Bing, 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 bing. And so it's iterative. But I've found asking it what prompt should I have used, and giving them the output. Like I use ChatGPT, the pro version, and
the 4.0 or
yeah.
Okay.
What I love about it is I go back and give it the results. So I might, because I've been in the public eye or whatever, a lot of podcasts, a lot of speaking, a lot of writing, all that stuff. AI knows my voice.
Oh, interesting.
Like I can actually prompt it. Hey, I've been asked to do a quote on so and so. Personal brand was, I think one was yesterday. Personal brand. How would William Tincup quote how to build a personal brand in 200 words? And it spits back because it knows I'm irreverent. It knows I'm sarcastic. It knows that I curse. Like all that stuff, all baked in.
It even did the cursing.
It did the cursing. And so it'll come back. I did one where I said, I'm the guy that will tell your baby's ugly and retarded. And then it came back and said, we need to kind of
not the R word.
we gotta kind of for this is a work. That's how they came back. They said, because it's a workshop, you got to kind of a lot of different people there. Let's just make sure there's a different way to say it.
Audience right away, William.
Yeah. I'm known for that. Right away. So But
if anybody hires you, they're signing up for that.
That's actually, it's a filter of mine. And that's actually one of the things I talked about. I'm like, you need to stop thinking about being authentic and start thinking about what are your filters.
Yeah.
What are you willing to deal with and what are you willing to not deal with? And so like, I'm not willing to deal with people that can't handle adult language, as an example.
Because we're adults.
That turns out I'm not teaching a bunch of 13 years old. Like, you know what? Right. I'm not going to talk about certain things in front of a bunch of 13-year-olds. But if you're an adult and you can't handle, any of the words that I would normally say, I don't need to know you.
Right, exactly.
That's
why
a
are
jettison.
You talking to me then?
You're taking my time.
Right.
You're breathing my air, which is a bit arrogant, but at the same time, it's thinking like, I only have so much time on the planet.
Exactly.
Like I don't need to waste it with some people that can't hear a word because of whatever their upbringing or whatever they have going on. I don't give a shit. I'm not going to try and train them.
Yeah.
And the other part is brutal, exacting, brutal honesty.
Right.
Where, like, again, if you ask me my opinion, I won't just dole it out. I stopped that when I was 36. No unsolicited feedback. When someone inevitably
solicits your feedback,
solicits my feedback,
capital S solicits.
First thing I say, how do you like your feedback?
Do you like it rare?
Because I need to know, because I got a scale here. And most of them will, because they know me, most of them will come back and go, I want it unvarnished. I want it, give me everything.
But that's the reason why I align myself with you, and that's why I'm talking to you, is because I understand who you are,
right?
And I've signed up to be.
That's right.
Hopefully, at some point, I'll be your friend. But I've signed up to be in your orbit, and therefore, I've aligned myself with what comes out of your mouth. That's the reason why the title here is Stuff on Your Mind.
Yeah.
I didn't ask you on to get the stuff on my mind.
Right.
I want to know what you want.
It goes back to that powerful phrase. I know what I know. I don't know what you know.
Why would I want to talk to myself? I do that enough.
I've already done that.
Yeah.
I've already done that
all the time.
Oh, my wife drives me crazy with this shit because like she'll be in the car with me and I'll be on a phone call with somebody and I'll get off the phone call and inevitably she goes, what did they say? I'm like, I've already been through this once. I'm good. Like you heard half the conversation.
Right.
Put it together.
The better half.
Or don't. But stop asking me this. Let's replay the conversation game.
If you wanted it on speakerphone, you would have put it on speakerphone.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. And I love it when I call somebody, from our industry. I'll call somebody and the first thing out of their mouth, you're on speakerphone. You're on speaker. It's like,
because they know you.
Dude, I wasn't going to start off with pedophilia. Like, what? Come on.
Right. Right.
But yes, it does help actually.
But to go back to your point though, that's what's scary to me about having your voice and your content be leveraged by the artificial intelligence engine, because now I don't need to call you. I can go to ChatGPT 4.0
100%
and ask it.
You
What
can.
would William say about this?
And you know what? Fantastic. When people ask me for quotes, the first thing I do is I'm like, well, what do you need? Like, I'm not gonna like, what do you need? I need this. Okay, write it up. This is just an extension of that. Now they can go get it, and they'll send it to be approved. Generally speaking.
But then again, think about this, and I don't know whether your privacy settings are on, so it's not going back out to the world for them to be able to do.
Right.
But if it were me, and of course I have so much content in the world, just like you, because of podcasting and writing and whatever, goes back 30 years probably, that I don't need to worry about what's out there because it's already out there.
It's in the public domain.
But the things that I ask for in the prompts, I don't want them out there.
Yeah.
Because some
fair.
of it might be proprietary to salary.com.
Right.
Some of it might be proprietary to David Turetsky. Some might be proprietary to the podcast, although everything's public on that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's kind of like, doesn't that worry you about that?
You believe in privacy. We've unearthed...
somewhat.
Okay, because I don't. I gave up the concept of privacy a long time ago.
So my social security number
2003.
is...
Seriously. Go to the dark web.
No, don't do it. I don't.
Or I'll tell you, go have fun.
No.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, I just gave up the concept. Either you're going to be plugged in. This goes back to Big Daddy Kane's song called There's No Half Stepping. So, like, you're either all in on privacy, cool, no hate, or you're all out and you're Ted Kaczynski.
But it's aluminum foil hat shit. I mean, you can't do that in today's world.
But you can give up on privacy intellectually.
Yeah, true.
You can basically secede that and say, yeah, that's gone. Have fun. Engage.
But my clients wouldn't.
No, you're in a different situation.
Right.
Because you're also dealing with sensitive data.
Right, but that's what my context here is about HR, right?
Right.
HR putting a prompt into ChatGPT 4.0 without actually having the privacy setting on.
Right.
Could expose them.
Yep. That's Exhibit A.
Yeah.
I think Heather Bussing, I think she actually was one of the first people to say these things are exhibits in a case. You have to think about them like that. So your emails, your text messages, all of these types of things, your interactions on Slack, all that stuff, they're all exhibits. And they're not going to be good exhibits for you.
No. But do you think that there's a case to be made that the prompts for, in ChatGPT are discoverable in a court of law? And then the results that came
Heather
back?
would have to be the expert on that, but I think...
No, I was just asking your opinion.
I think so.
Your legal opinion.
I think they would be.
Well, then we've got to be extra careful, because if you typed in, what constitutes pay transparency compliance in Colorado.
Right.
That's a simple one, right?
Yeah.
But if I don't want to submit my pay ranges for requisitions in the state of Colorado, that could be bad.
Oh, 100%. And you could even get yourself into trouble just with that one by saying, asking it, or pay transparency, pay equity. Let's deal with that one first. Yeah. Pay equity. What does it look like in my organization in Colorado?
Right.
And if you don't do something about it, you can't say you didn't know.
Right.
There's no plausible deniability.
Right.
You actually prompted it. It gave you an answer. You knew, and you chose not to do something.
But would someone be...
Heather would have to
I know.
Suss out all who's going to be in fault.
Yeah. Hire Heather Bussing, lawyer extraordinaire.
100%. Great person.
But that's what bothers me about this, William, is that people are putting data. People are putting prompts in. People are exposing themselves in ChatGPT and other Gen AI.
All of them. Yeah.
And then we're going to start using agentic AI to actually do things for us. Maybe audited, maybe not. What's your opinion on agentic AI?
I love it. I love it. I love AI, Gen AI, agentic AI, and any other AIs that you're going to come up with. I love them all. Because they're not coming, this is a quote actually, they're not coming for your jobs, they're coming for the work that you don't want to do.
Right.
So let them. And again, agentic AI, someone that's along with you on this path, like you could go back to Robert Frost, this famous poem that I took the path less traveled.
Yeah.
Well, if you had an agent next to you, then you could actually have the discussion with the agent and go, hey, this one's well worn. This one over here, not as well worn.
And he's going to look at that book from Dallas.
And he's going to go back and do risk analysis.
Right.
And go, hey, here's the deal. You looking for a new experience? Go down this one. You're looking for a safer experience? Go down this one. And again, you're having this conversation with yourself, but yourself has more data than you carry. And it's smarter than you are now.
But it knows so much about you too. Though.
Great. I uploaded 1,200 photos of me and my family to ChatGPT so that when I ask for a photo, it can provide me a stylized photo.
But wouldn't you do the same thing in iPhoto or whatever, Apple Photos or Google Photos or anything like that?
You can. Like I have them there as well. But what's cool is I can go back to an image and say, hey, find the image of me and the family doing the De los Doros, whatever the Dawn of the Dead or Day of the Dead, whatever the hell that thing's called. Said, I want that in amber.
Oh.
And like it will then pump it out and go, here it is in amber. I don't have to then upload, do all this other stuff. You can also sync your calendar with ChatGPT. And I'm not selling ChatGPT. I don't care. They're all the same. But
William is a shareholder.
Disclosure. William. No.
You have 10,000 shares.
Yeah. The thing is like you can sync it with your calendar, and then it will then tell you when to follow up with people.
Wow.
Basically acting as a CRM.
Well, there's so much more we can unpack there because
that's right.
You could do a lot of things. You could ask many things.
Again, there's good players, good actors, bad players, bad actors. I'm not worried about the bad actors and bad players. I don't concern myself with whatever, Bond-like scheme that they're going to come up with. I don't care.
Yeah.
Because I think of like, what can I control? And if it's not in the center of what I can control, I don't worry about it. I don't spend a moment worrying about it.
And that will make your experience hopefully better,
right?
Because the anxiety is gone.
Yeah.
I think a lot of us other people who are normal.
Definitely.
I'm
on the spectrum of not normal. So yes, you're
okay.
You're right.
I'm not either, but I'm trying to become more you when it comes to this because I'm trying to take classes and courses like on Coursera or whatever.
Right.
And I'm trying to adopt it.
Yeah.
I'm just finding it more difficult.
The beginning of the internet, you and I saw the mid 90s to the late 90s and to the commercialized internet. On some level, these technology advances happen, and you either buy into it and go, all right, or you, like a turtle, you pull your head back in. And this is the fax machine. This is, laptops, the internet. Like you go through all the technology advancements all the way back to the beginning of the wheel and whatever. And there were people, I guarantee, there were horse and buggy people. Yeah. Like that's what they were hardcore horse and car. And the first time they saw a car, they were either inspired by that and said, oh, hell yeah, next, let's go. I'm going to ditch all these horses and buggies and stuff like that. And I'm going to get a car. I'm going to get a car shop.
And the guy who ran the blacksmith shop said, wow, I don't know why anybody would want that.
That's exactly right. They go too fast.
Yeah.
Horses.
They go... Everybody loves horses and the smell of horses.
So every technological advance in the history of the world, you have, I don't know the percentages, but you have a percentage of the population that says, dope, let's do that. And you have a percentage of the population that gets scared and says, no, I'm not going to do that. Yeah. I've gone to great lengths to, at every time there's a technology change, I'm just go into it, run right into it blindly.
I'm with you.
You know, like Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, like all of that stuff. I'm like, yeah, Mastodon? I don't know anything about it. Let me create an account.
Exactly.
I don't know if anything is ever going to come from it, but it's like, I'd rather try and it blow up in my fingers, you know, like old dynamite. You're carrying it around and like a
Bugs Bunny cartoon.
Anything can happen here, and it's okay. I forgive myself pretty fast. Like if it blew up, it's like, all right, well, that blew up.
William, I would love to talk to you about this forever, but unfortunately, this is only a half-hour podcast. So
damn it, we're gonna have to do more.
Yeah, we'll have to do this again because this was really freaking fun. But thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate it.
Vice versa, brother. Thanks for having me on the show.
We'll talk to the audience. Take care.
Peace.
Bye.
Deuces.
Bye.